Rocket Racing is a hard game, actually very hard, and while some of these guys at the top of the game may make it look easy, it is not. I have one of those guys here today, my buddy Glory. He's unreal and actually currently top 10 in the world right now in Rocket Racing. We're gonna jump in a call with Glory, find out who he is, then I'm gonna challenge him to a 1v1. I'm a champion player, so how much better could a top 10 player really be? And at the end, he's gonna go over some tips for you guys and give you some of the secrets that you need to take your gameplay to the next level, and I can't even lie to you, he says some things in this video that I've never heard of, never thought of, and had no idea even existed. You are not gonna wanna miss what he has to say, but first, let's hop in a call with him. How'd you find out about it, and how'd you get into playing it, bro?
You know, I come from Rocket League, so I was just watching some games. I believe I saw Lethamir posting some stuff before the game even came out. Using those tips, it just really helped and propelled me to getting more into the game.
How do you go about improving and getting better at Rocket Racing?
The biggest thing that really helped me was just going and watching the top players, and then just going through and applying a technique that I can use in ranked.
Do you play any other games? You cracked at those too?
Yeah, a little bit of Forza Motorsport too. I got pretty good with the leaderboards on that one too.
Would you say that Rocket Racing is your highest in the leaderboards of a game?
Honestly, no.
No?
I actually still have some world records to this day on Forza Motorsport.
Oh, okay. Where are you wanting to go with Rocket Racing? You're a top 10 player. Like, what are your aspirations for the game?
I mean, honestly, if we could just have more tournaments, overall, just better gameplay, just more competition, really.
So you're a competitor. You want to compete.
Oh, yeah. That's the whole point of the racing game, right?
I guess it is. Is there anything else that you do for fun?
I actually race electric unicycles.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
Oh, yeah, of course it's dangerous. They can go up to 60 miles an hour.
60 miles an hour on a unicycle?
I mean, these things are so versatile. Like, I took it from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to Los Angeles, California last year.
A unicycle?
Yeah, it's about 3,200 miles. Took me 51 days to do it, but pretty cool.
And you survived. I'm not talking to a ghost right now. Like, this is you. You made that trip.
I survived. I had no issues the entire trip.
All right, bro, let's jump into this 1v1 so I can get destroyed by a man who drove cross country on a unicycle. Let's do it. All right, here we are on Dust Up 2. I know you're top 10, bro, but bro, I got a little boost there. You feel like you stand a chance right now?
I don't know, man. It's going to be tough.
I feel like he's about to pull out some little maneuvers. There it is. I told you. I knew it. It didn't last long. I looked promising there for a second.
You look good. I was a little concerned there for a second.
I feel like you're lying. Bro was not concerned.
I was terrified, dude.
Hey, I love the gassing me up, though.
Dude, you're a champion player. You're like top 1% in the world. Like,
that is true. Compared to all the people watching, you guys are really, really bad.
They're not bad. They're just learning.
There you go. Look, this guy's so positive. I love it. And you guys can get as good as this guy. I mean, probably not, but I mean, you could if you put in the amount of dedication that he has, especially if you use his tips that he's going to give us after this. I'm going to need him after this race, bro. I got a big ego. This is hurting.
Oh, no, you're doing good. I can see your name flicking every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm back here. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I am on the same track. That is true. Cannot see your car anymore, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, I do see it. Not that being my only consolation prize that I can still see your car. All right, we got this. I'm gonna come back real quick and catch a little win. What you think?
Oh, you're coming. Yeah, catch-up's gonna get you.
The catch-up mechanic's just too OP. I don't know. It's not looking so hot. I'm gonna be honest. I'm killing it back here, like by my standards, and you're killing me. So I don't know. I don't feel too confident. Top 10's a little too strong.
Oh, look, you're right there.
I'm right there. I finally crossed the finish line. I'm gonna need those tips, bro. So I'll hop back into a call with Glory, and he's gonna give you guys a secret sauce. I've put some of his footage that he was kind enough to send me over top so you guys can see what top 10 lobbies in Rocket Racing actually look like. All right, man, you're top 10, unreal, highest rank in the game, one of the best players in the world. You're cracked. What tips do you have for people that are trying to get better?
You know, Cadence, I was looking through, and I mean, a lot of these tips are mainstream, so I'm just going to try and hit on some of the things that I haven't noticed that a lot of the community is utilizing right now. One of the first ones, I guess, it's been coined now, the Dusk Dash.
The Dusk Dash.
That's it. So essentially how it works is when you're going over a boost pad, you jump up and jump straight back down as fast as you can. You essentially get an invisible speed boost.
What?
Yeah, there are a lot of these invisible speed boosts. For example, the catch-up mechanic, right? It says you're going 570, but through testing, it's more like you're going about 800. especially if you're at the back of the pack.
So the number just lies.
The number is not always accurate. Like, there's certain things in the game. If you go look at Curvy Canyon 2, you watch the world record route, there's a mechanic at the very end where he is drifting one way and then he dodges one direction, and it gives you a huge speed boost, but it doesn't register necessarily on the
I've seen that world record, and I've always wondered how he did that, because I've tried it and I've never gotten close.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things. I mean, this game has a lot of bugs, and it just almost like they can't keep up with how fast you're going.
The bugs turn into speed tech.
Like, essentially, people have broken the game. But yeah, so I mean, you have the dusk dash, you have the slingshot, which is what I was just mentioning. Typically works best if you're on an inverted surface, the top of a tunnel, for example. So you're drifting left, and as soon as you cross the lip of the tunnel, you need to dodge the opposite direction. So if you're drifting left, dodge right. What it's going to do is give you a massive speed boost.
What?
Yeah. And that's viable on a lot of tracks. Anything with an inverted tunnel, Festive Falls, Curvy Canyon 2, even a little bit of Puddle Jumper 2 at the very end. Another thing we have is like any sort of like boosting. These pads, again, with the invisible speed boost, if you boost on your pad, you hit your turbo or your extra boost
on top
pad,
of the boost pad.
Yeah, you tend to get a little bit more speed. Also, just releasing your drift on the pads. Like if you hold your drift and release it right there, the moment you touch the pad, you're going to get a little bit more of a boost.
You get more boost for just doing things on top of the boost pad, more or less.
Yeah. Through testing, that seems to be the general consensus.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, other things too, like if you watch a lot of the record runs, you see these guys who are doing a lot of dodging, like doing a lot of jumps, and because you also get an invisible speed boost there too.
Really?
If you're messing up a drift, let's say you're about to hit a hazard, you jump over it and dodge, you're able to maintain that drift and also not hit the hazard. You want to build up your turbo and maintain that as much as possible throughout the race. That should be your objective. If at any point you're ever just hovering around 500 kilometers per hour, you're doing something wrong. So like chaining your drifts, like holding your drift as long as possible.
Yep.
As soon as it starts to go away, right, your initial boost, that's when you need to release your next one. You release it before then, you're not going to get the full benefit.
This is something I struggle with. This is a lot harder than he's making it sound. It's something you guys are going to have to practice for sure.
Anything and everything I've mentioned today, or anything you've ever seen in any video before, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of persistence.
Honestly, that's a lot of this game. A lot of it looks so much easier than it actually is. Everything that you're watching, it seems pretty easy, and then you go and play it, and you realize the game's actually a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, but another thing too, so if you're going into a drift, right, let's just say you have a really long drift. Typically the best thing to do is to give it a small drift beforehand. So that way you can hold, say, 670 kilometers per hour instead of 570. You're able to maintain that for the entire duration of the drift. It's going to help you out a lot more and give you a lot more speed.
That makes sense.
I'd say another big one too, utilizing the catch-up mechanic. If you're ever in last, especially on laps 1 and 2, don't use your boost right away. You're not going to get the full benefit of it. And again, how we kind of discussed about the invisible speed, you're already traveling essentially the speed you'd be boosting anyways, just trying to catch up. So just save that and use it at the very end once you do catch up with the pack. Because at that point, in order for them to maintain that speed, they'd probably use their boost.
Yeah.
So just use it and overtake them at the very end.
So the unreal secret is abusing the catch-up mechanic.
It truly is. It truly is.
All right, guys, you heard it there. Glory just gave you some tips on how you can actually improve at this game. And he said some stuff that I've never heard before and I've never seen before this conversation. So I'm definitely going to go and I'm going to practice. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to go and use my code Cadence, KDENCE, in the Fortnite and Rocket League item shop. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.